Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for you guys, and there's a few things that are happening right now, so I want to go over it. This is going to be my first iteration of SkySaturdays. So we recently launched our first video for SkyDxddy, and I was blown away. I liked it a lot. Some things happened since then. So after I posted that, SkyDxddy ended up joining the Discord. One of the people who were in there was like, hey, my daughter heard your music, really liked it, and she started reaching out. She was like, oh, that's super dope. How old is she? Here's a Discord for people who have been through traumatic experiences. So if you're not familiar with SkyDxddy's music, there's a couple things that happen. So I want to put this all in order timeline for us. I already decided that I was going to cover her music in the reaction video. You guys seen that because it was super dope and I was fucking with it, right? Then I seen personal interactions with her talking to other members of my Discord personally. Like, super cool for an artist to jump in and become a part of the Discord. And then also super cool to be like, hey, like, I know what my music says. So a lot of her music is like, if you look at this, just this one right here, hashtag suicide awareness. A lot of it is about like abuse for women and stuff like that I've seen on Instagram and stuff like that. But a lot of her music is about people who have been abused and stuff like that. So her thought process in my mind upon reading that is like, hey, your daughter likes my music. Hopefully she doesn't relate to any of these things, but if she does and she needs someone to talk to, I'm willing to be like, hey, here's a safe spot for everybody to come and talk to. I thought that was super dope. Fast forward a few hours, and I noticed her Instagram post. She had something going viral where one of her songs was like picked up as a TikTok, and she has like these, it's like her doing her song, but it's like an interpretive art kind of thing at the same time where she has blood on her hands, paint on her hands, and she's talking about being abused and like touching her body where the abuser touched her, and obviously the pain is leaving marks. That spread ended up picking up stuff on TikTok, and it's one of those like eye-opening type things. Like, you don't think about physical, sexual abuse and stuff like that being as rampant as it is until I seen one TikTok, and then I seen 5 TikToks, and like they're really hard to watch these girls break down on camera, and it got to me. I was like, oh my god, like this is pretty like deep shit. Like, if nothing else about the music, like, I'm here for the bars, don't get me wrong, we're always going to be here for the bars, but if I can find an artist that also stands for something that could potentially help out somebody, which she is obviously doing with these girls that are on this Instagram post, like, that's important. That's important for the culture. That's important for like me. Like, the Joe Budden music I talk about saved my life and stuff that I listen to, so I know that music can be powerful. And like, I don't know, I don't want to get too caught up, but I say that to say this. I support her as an artist. I'm happy to have her on the channel, and we're going to launch this called SkySaturdays. I'm super unfamiliar with the music, and I have a lot of artists to get to. So just like we covered Nick D on Fridays, I'm now going to be covering Sky once a week on Saturdays for SkySaturdays until I'm all cut up with the music, just to show love, appreciation, and really like expose my audience to somebody that I think is dope. That doesn't mean I'm going to pull any punches. If something is whack, we're still going to say it's whack. If it's cool, we're still going to say it's cool. I'm going to give constructive criticism and stuff like that. But I do want my platform to be open for dope artists who have a message and aren't just talking about getting high and killing people. Like this is like important music to me. So with that being said, we're gonna hop into this. This is All Alone. This was actually requested by John Henry. So let's hop into this All Alone, SkyDxddy. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the Discord. You already know what it is. Alright, so this is Coraline. So something else, apparently a lot of the videos from Sky, it has like a Disney theme to it. Like, at least the video does.
Somebody once tried to tell me don't depend on anybody, yet I'm begging you for help, so won't you save me from myself? Somebody
Alright, before I start geeking, you guys already know how I feel about the band singing. Like, let's get into it. Alright.
You don't depend on anybody, yet I'm begging you for help. So won't you save me from myself? Somebody come save me, please. I'm reaching for your hand to hold, to let me know I'm not alone. Please, anybody try to stop me. I don't really like to go there cause I don't know how to leave. And once I'm in the deep, so it gets kinda hard to breathe. I'm all alone again, my so-called friends just left me here to bleed. Now I'm laid out on the pavement, hoping someone hears me screaming.
Stop it. This is fire. All the stuff that was wrong with the last one as far as the audio levels, none of that is here. This is all super crisp sounding. This is fucking hard body. Let's go.
Decision represents a certain secret that I keep. Yeah, I make bad decisions and I don't know how to grieve. And though you behave the coolest,
Ooh. You want to talk about just relatable bars? Let's go.
when someone hears me scream, each decision represents a certain secret that I keep. Yeah, I make bad decisions and I don't know how to grieve.
So you talk about cutting herself?
And though you behave the coolest, I'm the one that truly loses. So for me, this feels so useless. Why did you have to do this to me? Somebody once tried to tell me don't depend on anybody, yet I'm begging you for help. So won't you save me from myself? Somebody come save me, please. I'm reaching for your hand to hold, to let me know I'm not alone. Please, anybody try to stop me.
This is heartbreaking. Like, I don't even want to, like, inside I'm like geeking out because her voice is amazing and the writing is really good. But like, this video doesn't even exist to me. The only thing I can see in my fucking head is some teenage person with their headphones on listening to this screaming into a fucking pillow. Like, this gives me like wild like broken home flashbacks, like real shit.
What are you supposed to do when you don't want to wake up? When you feel so goddamn hopeless that you just don't give a fuck? Sick from being up all night, reminiscing twisted shit. Wishing I did something different, wondering why the fuck I didn't hyperventilate until I have no breath left. But I'm just adding to the weight of the bricks left on my chest. The secret heat up slowly till I bleed. And I hate everything I am because this wasn't how it's supposed to be. Now I'm lost all alone in a sea of sorrow. No one cares about me, so I don't care about tomorrow. When they say they want to help me, it just feels like a trap. My mind is damaged, how the fuck do you fix that? Lost all alone in a sea of sorrow.
Alright. Flow was choppy on the second verse, but the pen game is there. Like, take nothing, like, the writing is incredible, which is also, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, if somebody is writing like that, unfortunately, it probably means that it's coming from personal experiences. The lyrics are very alive, are very real. The flow was a bit unpolished. I don't know if that helps or hurts. Like, there's something to be said about a certain raw vibe to it that's like, hey, it couldn't be on beat because this artist was so upset while they were doing it. I don't know that that's the metaphor that was going for here, or if it's just like, hey, we need to polish up and tighten up the delivery a little bit. Let's see, she's about to switch into, like, it sounds like more of a chant here, so let's see how it switches up.
Mind is damaged, how the fuck do you fix that? Lost all alone in a sea of sorrow. No one cares about me, so I don't care about tomorrow. When they say they wanna help me, it just feels like a trap. My mind is damaged, how the fuck do you fix that? Somebody once tried to tell me don't depend on anybody, yet I'm begging you for help, so won't you save me from myself?
I'm getting like a Moulin Rouge vibe from like the raspiness that comes in her voice. I like that.
Somebody come save me, please. I'm reaching for your hand to hold, to let me know I'm not alone. Please, anybody try to stop. So just back up and give me a second to breathe. See, I just need a minute, I don't want you to leave. But this could have been avoided had you just fucking warned me. Didn't score me and insist to make me out to be a liar. Leave me to burn in the fire as I sat there and scorched, consuming everything around me like a human torch. Cause only then will you feel like you can't take any more pain. Will you gain some perspective and just admit you've gone insane? So what are you supposed to?
So her syllables don't match up very well in this one. We'll do it. We'll go down the breakdown. As far as the writing goes, again, the lyrics are there. it's the flow and delivery that once she polishes that up and tightens up the multi-syllable schemes that she's running with a little bit, this is going to be unstoppable. It's still super dope, but like if there was a critique to be given to it, it seems like it's a little all over the place on the third verse. Honestly, the first verse was like perfect. Second one was more delivery. Third one was actually the syntax that she wrote it with. The syllables were like, it makes her sound choppy, but it's not. She's delivering it well. This one was just the way that she wrote the lyrics. Still super powerful message.
When you don't wanna wake up, when you feel so goddamn hopeless that you just don't give a fuck, sick from being up all night, reminiscing twisted shit, wishing I did something different, wondering why the fuck I didn't hyperventilate until I have no breath left. But I'm just adding to the weight of the bricks left on my chest. The secret's eating slowly till I bleed, and I hate everything I am because this wasn't how it's supposed to be.
And the strong. And the strong, super fucking dope. I'm telling you, every week we're covering this artist. It doesn't matter. Let's switch it up. Let's pull up the scorecard. Hey, so we are up in the air because if you're new to the channel, in order for me to be a fan, you got to catch at least 3. SkyDxddy is now 2 for 2. Super dope. Love the message. Love the artist. Like a lot of good going on. I can't wait to see, like, we're going to catch up on all this every single week to see the stuff that they've already done. I'm very excited for the next project. Like, seeing the audio quality difference between the first one and this one makes me just that much more excited about the stuff that's still to come. Target audience for this, once upon a time, I'm going to say, yeah, I love the shit out of this. And the voice, like, I like how she jumps from the different flows. To me, I like it a lot. Proper setting for this. It's unfortunate, but I'm sticking with my original thing. This is broken home music. Like, you're not listening to this while life is good and you're happy walking down the street holding your significant other's hand. Like, this is for when shit's got, you know, it's just not great. Ghostwriter, life. Life is hard. Life supplied a lot of help for this. Bars of lyrics. Let's break it down. Lyrically, it's so fucking powerful. I like it a lot. I do think that there is room for improvement, which makes me excited about it. I like this better than the last one. I'm giving it a 21. Better than we expected, above and beyond what we thought they could do. This was dope. I like this. 21. The delivery, I'm gonna give this one a 17. That is solid flow, not their best, but nothing terrible. On the second one, it sounded like the first verse was perfect. First verse was fucking locked me in. I was ready to go. Second verse felt like the delivery could have been polished a little bit better with how she like put the emphasis on the words to make it flow. And then the third one was more like she was doing a good job as far as delivering it goes, but the way that it was written, the syllables didn't match up to allow her to flow it perfectly. Which really, like, as a writer, as an artist, as a rapper myself, that tells me that there was like an unwillingness to compromise the message for the syntax, which is respectable. The next level of artistry is learning how to keep the message and the syntax both intact. So I'm excited to see that. Beat selection was super fucking dope. 15 out of 15. Sound quality, mixing, not perfect yet. All right, a lot better. I'm gonna give this one a 12. There was some reverb issues on her vocals after the first verse. That was like a little bit, it sounded like, you know, like a home studio type thing, to where like you may like played around with the reverb a little bit too much on like the second verse forward. Effectiveness, 10 out of 10. There's no way anyone that hears this that has gone through some shit, there's no way that they're not going to have, like, I always feel like this. Whenever it's music that we talk about where there's some type of deeper calling to it, I have to assume that, like, it's going to reach somebody and could potentially have an effect on someone. Like, I don't see someone who's going through some shit in a dark spot and hears this, doesn't tell them that they're not alone. That's really all it is. Like, that was my big thing from Message. When I was going through, like, dark periods in my life and shit like that, sometimes, like, when you hear somebody say something so perfectly that you relate to it and you're like, holy shit, I'm not by myself. That's all it is. It's just a matter of knowing that you're not by yourself. And I think the effectiveness is there 100%. Enjoyability, 10 out of 10. Oh my God, come on. Her voice is fucking amazing. The message is there. It was deep lyrics. You had to feel this. If I found this at 17 years old, at 16 years old, this would be hands down 100 without even, like, I wouldn't care about the syntax and all this other shit that I'm talking about. The message itself carries it a lot. I'll give a miscellaneous point. I'm giving a miscellaneous point just because the message is so strong and delivered and sounds authentic that it really carries it. So salute to her. I appreciate, you know, reaching out to me. She reached out to me originally on the first track. And then after that, you know what I mean? Like, the rest of this is just like the music speaks for itself. This wasn't like, hey, will you check my stuff every week or nothing like that. That is just me like, yo, I support everything that I'm finding out about this artist. So you will see more of her every Saturday, Sky Saturdays, here on this channel. Check it out. I will catch you guys on the next one.